Hi, I'm Debbie Nigro, Chief Executive Girlfriend, FirstWivesWorld.com. Today's focus is on blended families, and in particular, the first conversation with the stepmom. Always an interesting one. We've invited one of the experts on this topic, Brenda Rodstrom, the founder of Step Family Dynamics. Welcome, Brenda.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Thank you for being part of an important new world of information.
Yes.
There are pretty much 3 steps we're going to cover. And
Okay.
the first that I think you wanted most women to know is to try and be friends with the stepmom. Speak to that.
Okay, that is really difficult to do, and I don't know if I would use the word friends, but
Okay.
I would definitely say amicable and work out a relationship. It's fraught with angst, okay? But you really need to get to know your children's stepmom.
How do you go about this? Where do you have this conversation to get to know them? Or what are the steps? Or where does this take place? The phone,
I
in
think
person, coffee?
It can take place anywhere. It can take place when your husband is dropping off the kids or the stepmom is dropping off the kids. But instead of focusing on the kids and the family, you might focus on her. You might say, what do you do for a living? Where do you come from? Who are your parents? What are your parents like? Focus on her and show that you have interest in her as a human being. Because
And
that's
smile
where
when you ask those questions.
It's try. It's hard.
Where are you from?
Okay, it's hard. Very hard. It depends very much on the breakup of the marriage. If the stepmom was a catalyst in this, then it's going to be very difficult, and you may not be able to have a conversation with her right away. It may be a long time before you can do this.
Always with the kids' best interest in mind.
Absolutely.
Then we move to the kids now and the relationship with their dad and their stepmom. What are you advising a mother to tell her children about that relationship?
That it is important that her stepmother is her stepmother, that she may not like her. They may come to her and say, I don't like her. She may want to say what I say to so many of my clients. It may not be the person you don't like, but the situation. Because the situation of a stepfamily for children is not fun. They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for the divorce. And sometimes the situation is just plain difficult, but they can still have a good relationship with their stepmom if they take it slow.
Spending time with their father alone, encouraged?
Absolutely encouraged. One of the things I say to clients, especially new stepmoms, is the kids are a little zoned out that their father has remarried. They're scared. They're afraid they're going to lose him again. They lost the family to divorce, and now they're losing him to this other woman. So they're going to cling. They're going to cling harder than they were, and they're going to resist this new stepfamily. And if I were the mother, I would say, you know, I have read these things, and I think you're going to find that my kids are clinging to their father for a while. Maybe they need to spend time alone with him, maybe a little less time with you and a little more time with them in the beginning.
In the beginning.
In the beginning. The stepmom needs to spend time alone with the kids too, but just a little bit in the beginning, and it will grow on its own.
So there are rules that kids should sort of be following.
Respectful.
Respectful.
Children should be taught respect. Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely. Act as if you don't have to like, but you have to respect the relationship.
The time back and forth causes rules to sort of bend on either side.
Yes.
And usually at the end of a weekend, we'll just call it a weekend because it's typically what it is.
Yes.
The kids come back to their mom.
Yes.
And they were supposed to be doing all this stuff while they were there, and they haven't done it yet. Now it's Sunday night, and everybody's burnt out and tired and wound up, and there's things that haven't gotten done.
This is one of the things I hear from my clients all the time. This is from the moms, and they call their ex-husbands the Disney dads. The Disney dad is a dad who doesn't see his children enough, and when he sees them, he just wants to play, play, play. He doesn't want to make them do their homework. So they come back.
He's the good guy now.
He's the good guy. He's absolutely the good guy, and these are couch potato kids, which is not good. This is not how you build self-esteem and achievement. So they come back Sunday night, and they've done none of their homework, and they're cranky, and they're going through the difficulty of changing homes, which is hard to do. She needs to sit down with her ex-husband and say, hey, they need to do their homework on Saturday, not Sunday night. Maybe she needs to bring him into the school with a school guidance counselor or the school teacher and say the kids need to do their homework.
Did you say that you thought it was a good idea if the stepmother also went to the school PTA meeting or conference, all three?
I think it is good at a time. In the very beginning, it may not be. This has to build. You can't be an instant family member. Let dad do it for a while and mom do it for a while. They need to co-parent. But hopefully, when the relationship between mom and stepmom becomes a little bit easier, then maybe stepmom should go to the school also. It depends. It's really individual. And professional guidance is helpful here.
You got to start somewhere, and some great steps to start with. Thank you very much, Brenda Rodstrom, founder of Step Family Dynamics and StepFamilyDynamics.com. Thank you for being part of FirstWivesWorld.com. Thank you.
Thanks so much for having me. Bye-bye.